Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and alone. California, ill as pneumonia when we can fold ya. With that villain's aroma, pilling out. Spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers now. Over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain. Fold your hit in the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya. Because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
Just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the LA Chargers. Southern California, the Niners and Chargers. Off we go from LA. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, somebody gotta do it. I take G. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. Hey, turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them on. Take a risk or take a trip. You know,
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ray.
Herbert to throw right away. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 in enemy territory. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Herbert now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. There's some space here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
I see through your eyes and I still enjoy the show.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch out!
Purdy looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Purdy, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Set. Wide A. Wide A. Hey, check motion, man. Set.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know this made me jump in the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Off. Kappa. Motion.
On the ground, this is Omarion Hampton. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
Grenade. Run. Kappa. Let's go. Hey, ram. Baylor Tigers. Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Second and goal from the 1.
Set. Delta. Hunt. Ready.
Hampton will score. Touchdown Chargers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet. You and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Big Yarrow now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Home trips right. 380. Set.
Now it's Herbert. He's across midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Yeah, all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. Lion. Set.
Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Hey, Ray. Set. 380. Go.
On 1st down, hits Hampton. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Set. 380.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll find Ayuk open right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 7.
Get set. 18.
Purdy now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 3. Big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 64 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
18. Go ahead.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
18, watch out.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's second and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Operating from the gun. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Final play of the half. Purdy. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's a give up the middle. It's good. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is offered an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Now that's often a surprise to the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
7. Back to throw. Purdy. It's taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3s all around. James fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set. 18.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches when they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense defense and have them win the game. In this case,
not the case.
Not only want to put in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Hey, Ray.
Quick throw here to Johnston. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. Doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Go.
A run once more with Hampton. Call a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 3.
Set.
Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Crowd right. Hey, go lion.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're getting down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
That should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Johnston. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. defense ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, when they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter, this drive becomes very critical.
And
that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw, Purdy. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. This is McCaffrey on the game. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And the big fella stuck that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Purdy. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him to message.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. 59. Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked up the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Hey, Ram. Hey, go Lion.
Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Lion. Watch twist. Set.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Ready.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Gain of 11.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hold the troops right. Set. Kappa. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton did an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? You give him that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here comes 2nd down.
Get set.
Purdy to throw. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Purdy to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. To throw is Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And it's the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Purdy with one final shot here. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.